Welcome in the Orgasmic Living Studio. I am so honored to have a new, amazing, raw, wild, creative, and orgasmic conversation with you. That's good. I'm very feeling so good right now. I feel so free, so liberated, and I'm quite of touch in my heart. And I just want to give you the space to just have a minute with you right now. How do you feel? And just to give yourself the permission to feel whatever is here for you, whatever feels orgasmic or feels non-orgasmic. Maybe you're just navigating a very tough time, and that's okay. Just feel all of that. Feel the contractions, the pain, the suffering, the sadness, the very, very low. That's all right. Feel maybe you're just experiencing such a moment. It just feels so good for you. Feel that intensively too. Allow that. Give yourself the permission to feel when it's good too. Especially when it's good too. Don't avoid that. I really love to give myself the permission and invite you to give you the permission to feel the orgasmic and the non-orgasmic, and sometimes also to ask you the terrible question: how could it become even more orgasmic? What I have discovered from several decades doing this deep work is how I didn't have the orgasmic mindset, and I want to discuss a little about that. My mindset was really formed to suffer, to go deep, to fix myself, to be stuck into an eternal healing loop. And I had to re-educate my mindset, my nervous system, my emotion, to start feeling good, to start feeling what is pleasure, to start thinking differently. And that's a deep thing, right? Because it's easy to go into the suffering when it has been our path for so long. It's very complicated to allow ourselves to feel that we can also feel pleasure. We can also follow our desire. We can also ask for more. Level up our pleasurable standards, because when you have been through hell, let's say the big world, it's sometimes challenging when you are finally getting in a place in your life where you feel good. You can say, okay, so it's so amazing because previously I just navigating really tough things, right? But it's not the end. It's not because you are right now in the place where you feel good that it's the end. Ask for more. Feel the potential for more. And yes, it's amazing, and I'm sure you deeply feel that you're grateful for what you have right now in your art, in your business, with your partner maybe. And that's great. But ask for more. Or maybe you're not at all in that place. Right now, you're just navigating through another challenge. And you're just saying, oh my God, but when is going to last? I have enough of that. Ask the same question. How could it become even more orgasmic? It's not because you are experiencing some laws that it's a stop sign. It's not neither because you're experiencing a place where you feel good that it's an end stop too. Ask for more. Give yourself the fucking permission to ask for more and amplify the energy of it. Break your barriers, you know. From time to time, I follow this amazing consciousness teaching called Access Consciousness, and they have a wonderful question about an invitation to lower your barriers. It's protocol where it's like an invitation to to put all your barrier down, to lower it at the maximum in order to let you receive from your partner, maybe from your business, your client, your art, life itself, whatever is ready to come through you, to be the creator of your life. And when you allow to lower your barrier, you can be met where you desire deeply to be met. You can be seen deeply. And oh my God, this is so good. I started this new episode. I had a totally other idea. I just wanted to share my behind the scene in my life and what happened around my birthday. I turned on 47. Yeah, I am a young lady. The 23rd July, and I had a quite unexpected situation to handle from my ex-partner that really helped me think about, would I really want to continue this relationship? It was a very complicated, complex, and kind of deep suffering partnership. Even if we had our high, we had also very low lows. It was sometimes really, really awful, but we had a very strong connection. And he was always coming to me. We start something, and then he was disappearing, or he was pretexting, oh no, I cannot commit, I'm not ready, and blah blah blah. And then after a couple of weeks, a month, he was coming again, and he was never, and it was so very, very difficult for me to handle, because we couldn't have a true end of the relationship. He was ending the relationship, but he was always here, always present, and it was a kind of too much for me. And the last time he ended up the relationship, I asked him this question: are you sure about it? Because for my part, it will be the last time, the last opportunity. Don't come back. And he consciously chose, yes, I'm sure, okay. And during the following 2.5 years, he was coming back to me every 3 months, trying to propose a one-night stand or a more sexual thing with me, but my answer were always the same: no. But he was trying every time, and at that time I was still, I felt that energetically I was still entangled with him on the quantum fields. I couldn't really let it go, because I needed to clear something into my energy and my energetic fields in order to let it go totally. And I knew through these last 2.5 years that I needed to end the relationship. He wasn't able to end the relationship, so he was ending on a layer, I will say, the relationship, but not at its core. And I knew that I need to find the courage inside myself to end the relationship, but I knew that it was a very courageous decision to take, and I wasn't sure on the rightness of that. It was a tough decision, because I wasn't living because I stopped loving him. I was just, I needed to take this decision because I was loving too much myself, and I couldn't keep going like this. So the day of my birthday was this one more thing he said that make me just go nuts. Oh my god, it was a silly thing, and finally it was just for me the permission to say, you know what, I have evolved. I am not in alignment with what you are putting in the table of our relationship. Let's end this. And because I know him, because I know that he will not take my no for an answer, and he will pursue it in a couple of days, weeks, or months, I decide to block him with his phone and in all social media platforms. And this decision felt very strange at first, because I live it like a breakup, really, we were going through a new breakup together. Oh my god. And I had a couple of days very difficult, but when I was asking myself, how do I feel around it, what's happening around my decision, I was joyful. Just beneath the surface of the sadness or the anger, I was released. I felt joy, a smile in my face. And I needed to process some deep shades of what was revealing this situation again to me. And at a certain space, and during a certain point in the process, I felt so much aliveness, like I am free now. So why I am sharing that? So maybe you are dealing with this kind of situation, and you're questioning, what do I need to do? Universe, please send me a sign. And this podcast is a sign for you, and I am really freaking happy for that for you, because I would really be able to listen this kind of sharing when I was in the middle of that storm. But it's also important to understand that your heart decision are sometimes very tough to act, to implement. The joy, the pleasure, the higher love, sometimes it will lead you to take some tough decision. It's at first never orgasmic. No. Let me laugh. Laugh with me, please. At first, it's never orgasmic. At first, it feels so uncomfortable. And because it's so freaking uncomfortable, it's highly transformational. And I really want to address that. I really want to share that knowledge with you, because I haven't been through some true transformation, true pleasure, true expression of myself without navigating the suffering, the contractions, the fears, the terrifying things to do, and every kind of aspect. It's suffering has been a portal to access to a new orgasmic expression of myself, for my life, for my art, for my business, for my sexuality. And when we allow to not be, not have this fake face about, everything is high for me, I am in high vibes. Yes, but what I am exploring through more than 2 decades now, it's how it's not the high and the lows, it's how the lows can elevate us to the highs, and how the shadows can bring more power. It's how the non-orgasmic are becoming the greatest catalyst to create what could become even more orgasmic. And I'm very proud of this process, because it's really deep. It's very alchemical too, and it's not surface layer transformation. It's really going through all the way, and fucking the material, fucking the earth, going through all shades in your body, and embody it your orgasmic living. And to do that, yes, you will need to become a new version of yourself, and some tough decision help you to do that, help you to go through some kind of ritual of passage, to embrace death in order to rebirth to something totally unknown. So at this stage, I feel so released about my decision, smiling in the very good place inside my body, in my life, and very excited about what this powerful decision will bring to me. And I share a painting I share on my last week. You have a message oracle art process. It's every Saturday. For my paid subscriber on Substack, you receive an oracle art with a message and painting with you can meditate with, journaling to transform your life, your art, your sex, and your sex life and your business. And the message was so in sync with what I was feeling. It was all about if you want to access higher love, you have to let what is not true love die in your life. So if you desire to live, experience higher love, you need to let go what is not true love. And maybe you have some relationship, you have some aspect in your business, some behavior you are for a while now, some rituals, some expression that is not serving you, that is not anymore aligned to the kind of love you desire to live now. And so, for that to happen, for the higher love to reach you, you will need to let go, to let die some aspects of yourself that are not serving you anymore. And to do that, you need to be highly conscious about what is it exactly. And for me, it was this relationship dynamics. No, I don't want that anymore. That doesn't serve me anymore. That I have no pleasure of. I didn't feel vibrating or alive anymore. I felt that it's dead. It was the dead zone. And my desire is for my work in the world, for my art, for every single aspect of my life, it's to feel orgasmic, to embody the orgasmic living. This aspect where I can live a turn-on life, feel fully alive, fully expressed, fully orgasmic, creative, wild, not repressed anymore what is alive inside of me. And so I give myself the permission to let go of that. And it was and it is a big release. I don't know where this lead me, but I know that it was the exact move I needed to do. And sometimes it can be very problematic to do the next move, because we and that's totally human and that's totally normal. We could be afraid with the unknown, and so we maybe feel or hear already in our inner guidance system the calling to do a specific action in your business, in your relationship, in with a specific person in your life. You know exactly, for maybe months, for maybe years, exactly what to do. You know it. But it takes courage to do it, to act on it, to implement it, because you do not have the next steps. The next steps will follow after this action. And sometimes we are not stuck, we are not blind from any vision or direction we might have. Those will be clarified when you will allow yourself to do what you know you need to do. And that's wonderful, because you are requiring the next stage, but the next stage will only be received by you becoming the next version of yourself, by you letting that relationship, by you pivoting your business, by you expressing these weirdest things about you. You see? You need to elevate your vibration, elevate your emotion, elevate your energy, elevate your action in order to receive this your new era, your new orgasmic creation cycle. And sometimes it's not, I will say, a big thing to do. It's just succession of little steps, but powerful, to do it in a very specific timeline. It's like it's right now the moment to do it. And it wasn't before, it will not later, it's right now. And the last year, I was organically, from my sexual energy, guided to do different little steps, different courageous steps, pivoting my business from French to English, from leading and serving more the artist empowerment to speaking my true from my true essence and sharing deep transmission around sexuality, art, business, the interconnectedness about all those three aspects to lead us to master our sexual life force energy. It was also stopping to follow a certain mentor and a certain group of peers, because it wasn't aligned anymore with my own frequency. It was fucking choosing myself. And I will lie to you if I say, oh, it was finger in the nose. it was easy. No, Was it pleasurable? I don't know. At the moment, not at all. It wasn't orgasmic at all. The orgasm that led me to the pleasure. I felt at first something very contracted, but that led to something much more greater. That led me to break me free. That led me to release. And this is exactly where I am guiding you. And if you can just land right now in your body, you can feel how all what I'm sharing to you right now really nourished you, make you feel empowered from your belly. You can sense your sovereignty, your authority, your inner authority. And like something is awakening inside. This powerful aspect of you that is now ready to show up fully. And oh my God, this is so good, because it's maybe for some of us exactly what you're preparing. You have prepared yourself for years maybe to come exactly in this place, to come home within yourself without avoiding any aspect of yourself, without rejecting, without repressing, but just being whole. And sharing that to the world through your business, through your art, through a wonderful, ecstatic relationship. It's your destiny. Live and embody your orgasmic living. Let yourself lead through and by pleasure. Wow. I just want for you to just feel the energy. Just feel what those words, this transmission is right now moving in your body, in your energetic fields, maybe on your mind right now, maybe new thoughts, a new energy, new emotion, new projects, a new permission of being who you are. If this whole transmission truly resonates to you, I want to invite you to step into my new orgasmic creation 6 months mentoring. It's really for the leaders who wants to have it all: art, sex, money, everything, and also ready to open their new orgasmic creation era, to live their turn on life. If it's you, please raise your hand. Let's connect, book an orgasmic tea time, and we will be able to discuss about that deeply and see how we can go deeper together. And I am so really thrive to have this elevated conversation and to really witness how we can co-orgasm and co-create your next orgasmic creation era together. Because it's time and you so deserve that. It's really time to embody that new version of yourself. If this resonates, you will have all the details, and I can't wait to speak with you. So thank you to be here. Thank you to be part of my life. Thank you to contribute just by being who you are to the world. And I can't wait to share with you new episode with the podcast. In August, I have the huge pleasure to have creating amazing interview with amazing being, and I can't wait to share with you all our conversation about art, sex, and money, and for you also to transform your life and to live your turn-on life. So let's do that. So and remember, ask for more. Ask for how could it become even more orgasmic in my life, in my art, in my business, in my relationship, in this specific area, or in this specific project, or in how to keep going on my book writing, or the specific exhibition I will hold in a couple of months. Just ask the question and embody that. Let yourself receive, lower your barrier, and just receive what you desire deeply. You so deserve that. So, sending you lots of love, my dears, my dear orgasmic friends, and bye-bye.